Shalom, shalom. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Yah's chosen one at it again. Always trying to get in the word. No matter how late it is at night, trying to get it on. Probably gonna only do one chapter tonight. It's all good. Yeah, so we're in chapter 73 in the book of Jasher. Pretty long chapter. So we're gonna start last in chapter 72. We see that Moshe was king of Cush in place of King Kikionis. And I think he had already gathered the people together to fight against Balaam because they had put those serpents and everything around the castle. Chapter 73. In the 5th year of the reign of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, that is in the 157th year of the Israelites going down to Egypt, reigned Moshe in Cush. So we have Moshe being a king, King Moses. He wasn't just king of the Israelites or leader of the Israelites. He was the king right here of Cush. He was 27 years old when he began to reign in Cush. And 40 years did he reign. He reigned for 40 years. So he was 67 years old when he had his reign in Cush. 67 years old, man. 67. All right. And Yah granted Moshe favor and grace in the eyes of all the children of Cush. And the children of Cush loved him exceedingly. So Moshe was favored by Yah and by men. So not only was he favored by Yah, he was favored by men too. And in the 7th day of his reign, all the children of Cush assembled and came before Moshe and bowed to him to the ground, giving him reverence. And in the 7th day of his reign, all the children of Cush, and all the children spoke together in the presence of the king, King Moses. He was a king too. You guys didn't know that, did you? Saying, give us counsel that we may see what is to be done to this city. For it is now 9 years that we have been besieging round about the city and have not seen our children, our wives. Okay, so I take him back. So they haven't attacked Balaam. So they haven't attacked Balaam yet. So I actually gave it away a little bit. I'm sorry about that. All right. So it's been 9 years since they've been trying to get back into this city that Balaam has taken over. So the king, King Moshe, answered them, saying, if you will hearken to my voice and all that I shall command you, then will Yah give the city into our hands, and we shall subdue it. For if we fight with them as in the former battle which we had with them before the death of Kikionis, many of us will fall down wounded as before. Now therefore, behold, here is counsel for you in this matter. If you will hearken to my voice, then will the city be delivered into our hands. So all the forces answered the king, saying, all that our Lord shall command, that will we do. And Moshe said unto them, pass through and proclaim a voice in the whole camp unto all the people, saying, thus says the king, go into the forest and bring with you of the young ones of the stork, each man a young one in his hand. So here's Moshe playing. If I'm a young man, I'm like, go get a stork. How is that going to help us get back in there, man? Stork? And any person transgressing the word of the king who shall not bring his young ones, he shall die, and the king will belonging to him. Okay, well, there's a proclamation. You either do it or die. The choice is yours. And when you shall bring them, they shall be in your keeping. You shall rear them until they grow up, and you shall teach them to dart upon, as in the way the young ones of the hawk. So teach them to be a predator. Dart, get prey or whatever. So all the children of Cush heard the words of Moshe, and they rose up and caused a proclamation to be issued throughout the camp, saying, unto you, all the children of Cush, the king's order is that you go all together to the forest, and catch there the young storks, each man his young one in his hand, and you shall bring them home. And any person violating the order of the king shall die, and the king will take all belonging to him. I'm going to kill you and I'm going to take your stuff. And all the people did so, and they went out to the wood, and they climbed the fir trees and caught, each man a young one in his hand, all the young of the storks. And they brought them into the desert and reared them by order of the king, and they taught them to dart upon, similar to the young hawks. And after the young storks were reared, the king ordered them to be hungered for 3 days, and all the people did so. All right, so we got these storks, they're hungry. What is this leading up to? Okay. And on the 3rd day, the king said unto them, strengthen yourselves and become valiant men, and put on each man his armor, and gird on his sword upon him, and ride each man his horse, and take each his young stork in his hand. And we will rise up a fight against the city at the place where the serpents are. And all the people did as the king had ordered, and they took each man his young one in his hand, and they went away. And when they came to the place of the serpents, the king said to them, send forth each man his young stork upon the serpents. There you go. Now you see why Moses had them go out into the field and get those storks for all those snakes that was round about the castle, the city. And they sent forth each man his young stork at the king's order, and the young storks ran upon the serpents, and they devoured them all and destroyed them out of that place. So now you got all the snakes gone. All the snakes are gone. And when the king and people had seen all the serpents were destroyed in that place, all the people set up a great shout, yeah! Like they do in the movies. And they approached and fought against the city, and they took it and subdued it, and they entered the city. And there died on that day 1,100 men of the people of the city, all that inhabited the city. But of the people besieging, not one died. See, that's all by Yah, man. I ain't gonna go to war and nobody die, because God's hand was upon them, man. That's why nobody died. All right. So all the children of Cush went each to his home, to his wife and children, and to all belonging to him. And Balaam, the magician, when he saw that the city was taken, he opened the gate, and he and his 2 sons and 8 brothers fled and returned to Egypt, to Pharaoh, king of Egypt. So there's more than one sorcerer. And I'm sure Balaam is teaching all that stuff too. They are the sorcerers and magicians who are mentioned in the book of the law, standing against Moses when Yah brought the plagues upon Egypt. So remember the 2 sorcerers that Pharaoh told to come out and told them to cast their sticks to the ground? That was it. That was Balaam. That was Balaam and his son and those other magicians. That's who they were. See, Egyptologists, man, you guys believe in everything. You not only do you believe in Osiris and all that stuff, you believe in sorcery too. You know what I'm saying? You know, Egyptologists, you guys try to just whore after everything, man. Sicken me. So Moshe took the city by his wisdom, and the children of Cush placed him on the throne instead of Kikianus, the king of Cush. So now he's ruler over Cush and well, this is the people of Cush, but now he's ruler over everybody. And they placed a royal crown upon his head, and they gave him for a wife Adoniah, the Cushite queen, wife of Kikianus. Oh, that ain't gonna work. And Moshe feared Yah, the power of his father, so that he came not to her, so he didn't have sex with her, nor did he turn his eyes to her. He didn't even look her way. And she was the most beautiful girl over there, man. They used to put her insignia on uniforms, out to battle because she was so pretty. And Moshe, remember how Abraham had made his servant Eleazar swear, saying to him, "Thou shalt not take a woman from the daughters of Canaan for my son Isaac." Also, what Isaac did when Jacob had fled from his brother, when he commanded him, saying, "Thou shalt not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan, nor make alliance with any of the children of Ham." And you see all my Israelites out there calling people Hamites and stuff like that. They have every right to say that, man. You say, "Oh, you got Hamite," you don't know, you may got Hamite blood in you. That's like their major defense. Nah, man, we know who we are. We know you by your spirit, man. We know you by your spirit. It doesn't take much to see that we're different than some people. We know you by your spirit. For Yah, our power, gave Ham, the son of Noah, and his children and all his seed as slaves to the children of Shem and to the children of Japheth, and unto their seed after them for slaves forever. Let's read that again. For Yah, our power, gave Ham, the son of Noah, and his children, and all his seed, so this Ham, that includes Canaan too, as slaves to the children of Shem and to the children of Japheth, and unto their seed after them for slaves forever. That's forever. So should no African be telling you anything to do, man. Anybody that claims Africa or Africanization or any of that, Afrocentric stuff, they can have that Afro stuff, man. I'm an Israelite. I'm always going to be an Israelite, and I'm proud to be an Israelite. Therefore Moshe turned not his heart nor his eyes to the wife of Kikianus all the days that he reigned over Cush. He didn't want her. She may have been fine, but he didn't want her. And Moshe feared Yah, his power, all his life. And Moshe walked before Yah in truth with all his heart and soul. He turned not from the right way all the days of his life. He declined not from the way either to the right or to the left, in which Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob had walked. And Moshe strengthened himself in the kingdom of the children of Cush, and he guided the children of Cush with his usual wisdom. And Moshe prospered in his kingdom. And at that time Aram and the children of the east heard that Kikianus, king of Cush, had died. So Aram and the children of the east rebelled against Cush in those days. And Moshe gathered all the children of Cush, a people very mighty, about 30,000 men, and he went forth to fight with Aram and the children of the east. And they went at first to the children of the east, and when the children of the east heard their report, they went to meet them and engaged in battle with them. And the war was severe against the children of the east. So Yah gave all the children of the east into the hand of Moshe, and about 300 men fell down slain. And all the children of the east turned back and retreated. So Moshe and the children of Cush followed them and subdued them and put a tax upon them, as was their custom. So they followed them, subdued them, and put a tax on them. All right, since you're going to live, you're going to die 1,000 deaths. We're going to tax you, and, but I guess you're still alive. And so Moshe and all the people with him passed from there to the land of Aram for battle. And the people of Aram also went to meet them, and they fought against them. And Yah delivered them into the hand of Moshe. And many of the men of Aram fell down wounded. And Aram also were subdued by Moshe and the people of Cush, and also gave their usual tax. And Moshe brought Aram and the children of East into subjection to the children of Cush. And Moshe and all the people who were with him returned to the land of Cush. And Moshe strengthened himself in the kingdom of the children of Cush, and Yah was with him, and all the children of Cush were afraid of him. So there you have it. Moshe, king of Cush. So Not only was he the leader of the Israelites, but before he became leader of the Israelites, he was like he was something special in Egypt. He was something special in Cush, the king of Cush. And now, yeah, he's the king of Cush. He was a general. And before he came, yeah, he was a general. All right, that was chapter 73 in the great book of Jasher, man. I'll catch you guys on chapter 74 tomorrow. It's getting kind of late, but I always got to get the word of Yah in each and every day. And you'll just pray each and every day for guidance, strength, and understanding and knowledge. And we got next. Our time is coming. Stand strong, Israel, because every day that you're in this book bring you closer to the glory that he has coming and going to give to you. All right, shalom.